there, welcome or welcome back to Beauty Bees. I'm Iris. Today we are going over my collective haul for March. So I had set myself a beauty budget of $35 for the month of March. It will be worth noting that gift cards don't count towards my beauty budget, and I do tend to redeem credit card reward points and reward points through a program at work for beauty gift cards. So that did cover a good chunk of what I'm going to show today. Now, I was actually really quite good this month. I made 2 purchases, which is on the lower side for me, and one of the purchases was only 1 item. So really happy with that. Let's go through everything that I bought. We're actually going to start though with a couple of items that I got for free. So the first I got from Influenster and Bioma, and this is the SPF 30 version. I know that they have either an SPF 50 or SPF 55 version, which I would generally prefer, but no, SPF 30 gets the job done at least. So you need to shake this before use. It is very thin and liquidy. Comes in a little squeezy bottle, and yes, it is very, very thin. I don't mind. I find that it is a hair greasy, not unmanageable, certainly nowhere near the level of just putting like body sunscreen on your face, but I definitely prefer I think it's formula 10.0.3. I have a K-Beauty sunscreen that I'm actually almost done with my 2nd or 3rd tube of right now that I really enjoy. So I was very glad to receive the product. I mean, thank you to Influencer and Bioma, but it's not going to be a favorite. It's not something I think that I would ever go out and purchase, but I'll use it and I'll enjoy it. And then earlier this month, I went to Bath & Body Works to get some things for my home. In particular, I think I just needed a couple of candles. I burn through about a candle every 3 weeks or so because I have a dog and my house just smells like dog if I don't burn a candle every once in a while. So I needed to do a little stock up on those, and I had a coupon for a free body care gift, and I was really happy that this was under the price limit. And I think most, if not all, of their mini mists were under the price limit. In the past, they've set the maximum value of the free body care gift so that you could get, the lotion or the shower gel in the travel size, but not the mists. And I think the travel size of the mists is really what most people would want. Travel size of the shower gels and the body lotions can go by pretty quickly. Anyway, enough about that. I redeemed for Sweetheart Cherry. Now this is a scent that I actually used up earlier this year or at some point last year. And it is a lovely cherry scent. It's very sweet and pretty. I've heard that this is supposed to smell like Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I don't necessarily believe that because I feel like I have smelled multiple scents from Bath & Body Works and a couple of other brands that people have said are dupes for Tom Ford Lost Cherry, and they don't smell particularly alike, but this is a really nice one. Now, looking at the packaging, it sure seems that they brought this one back for Valentine's Day, and I'm glad they did. I really like it. So that was all that I got at Bath & Body Works, at least that would fall into this video. I would recommend, though, if you are looking for some cute spring candles, some of their designs are absolutely gorgeous this spring. So maybe go check those out. I purchased 1 nail polish at Ulta, and this is from the Hershey's Cookies and Cream Eggs line, and it is the shade Polka Dazzle. So this is a glitter topper. It has white hex glitters of a variety of different sizes, and then blue and pink hex glitters as well, but those are much smaller and the pink is metallic. It's a really pretty topper. I wish that they had taken out the largest size of the white hex glitters and replaced them with more of the smaller hex glitters. I just find those a little bit hard to work with. I find that they don't like to lie nice and flat against the nail, and I don't like having to build up multiple coats of top coat. But this is a pretty topper. I have worn this already. I did a Skittle Mani of a bunch of sort of candy colored or like Easter candy colored pastels that I had in my collection, and then I topped them all with this. Not only was it very cute, it ended up looking almost eerily like the Robin's Egg Whoppers candies that you can get around this time of year. So I thought that was really fun. And I do love the Sally Hansen Insta-Dry. I do tend to purchase one from almost every collection that they come out with. Oh, and as far as the budget portion of this video goes, I think that I spent right around $6.50 on this polish. The second and larger purchase was from Sephora. So I made my purchase to redeem my birthday gift on the 31st of March. My birthday's on the 13th of April, so that was the first day that I was able to redeem. And I decided to do that because I knew that the VIB sale was coming up pretty quick here. And once the VIB sale comes up, I find that I have a really hard time finding things that I actually want at Sephora. Often things are out of stock, which I think is odd because 20% off is not that great of a deal on makeup, but anyway, whatever. So what I ended up buying directly was just one set. This is the Sephora Favorites Perfect Pout Lip Kit. I still have the bag, but we're going to go through the individual items. Now I am planning on filming a slightly more than first impressions, is it worth it kind of video with this kit. So keep an eye out on my channel. That should be up probably in a couple of weeks. But let's go through what was in the kit, starting with the item that I'm wearing today. So this is from Makeup by Mario. It is the Watermelon Glow Plumping Lip Serum. I don't know that this is necessarily the color that I would assume I was getting based on the exterior packaging. I think I would have assumed this would be a little bit more punchy and a little bit more peach, but I think it's very pretty. I feel like this really suits the super light makeup look that I have going on today because I am wearing sunscreen. I have a little bit of liquid luminizer on my cheeks. I did my brows and I have some mascara on. And I feel like this is the perfect complement to that look. I did feel a little bit of tingling when I first put this on, but I don't feel any now. It's been probably about an hour. And I actually have more of the product left than I might have assumed. This definitely seems like the type of product you would have to reapply after eating, but I have been sipping on some Diet Coke and it's in really good shape. And I still have not just the color, but a little bit of shine left. So far so good on this one. It's the first time I've used it, but so far I'm enjoying it. The other one that I have tried is the one that I was most excited about in this set. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Satin Lipstick. This is the shade Pillow Talk Light. I have Pillow Talk Medium in their matte lipstick, which I also really enjoy. But I was super excited to get my hands on the light shade. And this is lovely. I do think it suits me a little bit better than the medium does, though I think they're both particular looks. I mean, this is a quite light, pretty nude, and it works really well for me. I don't need a lip liner with this, but I can wear a lip liner with it and give it a little bit more dimension. I've actually been looking for a little bit of a paler nude, so this is a great shade for me. I'm really enjoying it. The other one is a little bit deeper. It has a little bit more mauve to it. And I think that's really nice for the winter and when I want a lip that really supports a little bit more makeup. I feel like this is a little bit better for lighter makeup days and just spring, summer, early fall in general. And then there are 3 products that I have not tried so far. So we have a Lip Softy from Tower 28, and this is in Ube Vanilla, which sounds interesting. A Rare Beauty lip liner. I suspect that this is the item I will use the least out of the entire kit, but I did get it. This is the Kind Words matte lip liner in the shade Wise. I have not used it yet, but let's give it a quick swatch. Ooh, that is very brown. I don't know, we'll have to see about this one. I see how it makes sense though in a kit where you have quite a light lipstick. Actually, I guess both of the lipsticks that I showed were quite light, to have a little bit of a deeper lip liner so that more people can wear it. Just not necessarily what I would have picked for myself. And then the last item is another exciting one. So this is a little YSL, that's why I brought the package down. Love Shine Deluxe Mini Lip Oil Stick in shade 201. Yeah, I would not have ever gotten that from the bottom of the tube. But I'm not gonna mess it up right now because I'm really enjoying that precise, sharp new lipstick look. But it looks to be a very pretty, little bit of a deeper pinky nude shade. Actually looks not that dissimilar from the medium shade of Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury, but I think that I will like this. This is definitely a type of color that I go for. So that's what I sort of directly purchased from Sephora. I also got a few freebies. So first is the birthday gift, which is another of the Makeup by Mario plumping lip gloss, whatever. And this one is in the shade Rosewood Glow. I have not tried this yet. You can't pull them, you can't twist them down once you twisted them up, so I'm being very careful with this because I really don't want to waste any product. I feel like there might not be that much in here. I had a weirdly hard time getting that twisted up far enough and then getting a nice swatch, but I'm not going to judge it by a hand swatch. Here is the color. It is very pretty. It's very shiny. Again, looks very up my alley as far as color goes. And then it came with a mini lip pencil in the shade Rich Mauve. Apologies if things have shifted again. I've been having to take breaks to stop my dog from eating things. But I was talking about the lip liner. Looks kind of reddish, quite a bit deeper than the gloss. Looks promising. Haven't used it yet though. I also redeemed, I think 200 points total for a couple of larger samples. So we have this from K18, the Leave-In Molecular Hair Repair Mask. So I don't know if it's this product specifically, but I have a friend who absolutely swears by this stuff and she bleaches her hair. So I'm hoping that this is just awesome and does amazing things for my hair. Now, I have dyed my hair in the past, and I am sure that the box dye that I used had a little bit of bleach in it. But right now, I haven't dyed my hair in several months, so this is more or less my natural hair color, and it's in pretty good shape. I don't think I need this now, but I will keep this around for when I inevitably decide to mess with box color again, because that fried my hair a little bit, but I won't learn. And while we're on the topic of K18, I also got the Peptide Prep Detox Shampoo. Just a foil packet of that. I also got the Vegamour shampoo and conditioner in foil packet form. And actually, I have a little trip, just like, I think a 2-night trip coming up relatively soon. So I might bring these along and see how they work out. Okay, we're almost done. I have 2 fragrances to talk about. I feel like I've managed to make this a very long video considering how little I actually purchased this month. But for 100 points on Sephora, I got the Juliet Has a Gun Miami Shake Mini, and this is a quite nice strawberry scent. I will have notes up probably over here. Now, this is a lighter, like creamy strawberry kind of scent. It's definitely more grounded than a lot of strawberry scents. I find strawberry in general to be a little bit too sweet. Like, I like it as a note in perfumes, but when I find a perfume that lists strawberry as like its main top note, I tend to not like it very much. This is quite a bit more grounded, and it really, I think, has quite a bit of vanilla in it, and it seems to balance it out really nicely. I don't smell a lot of this anymore on my skin. I've been wearing it for about 2 hours, but I can still pick up a little bit, and it's still very pleasant. So that's a hit. And then I used one of their codes to get this little Viktor and Rolf Good Fortune mini. I think it's so cute. I don't even care really how it smells. I just think it's a cute little bottle, and that's why I wanted it. That was one insightful perfume review on the Viktor and Rolf. Anyway, my total for the month came to, I believe, $26.82. I calculated it earlier, but didn't bring the notebook down with me. I'm really happy with that number. I think that worked out quite well. I did a really good job of keeping my eye on my purchasing this month. There were definitely times where I was a little bit tempted, but managed to back off. I'm really happy with how things have been going. So for April, I think I'm going to let myself splash out a little bit. I'm not going to put a cap on my spending this month for a couple of reasons. First, it's my birthday. I want to spoil myself a little bit. And then second, I want to see how I function without a cap. I don't want to just take that away entirely for like the rest of the year or something, but for a month, especially a month that we are currently 1 week into, and I have been relatively good so far. I feel like this is an okay experiment. So I'll check in at the end of April and let you know how things are going. Hopefully I don't go haywire, but I don't think I'm going to. We'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Please consider liking and subscribing if you did, and I hope I see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.